Hey y'all, Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, the best dang bar and grill in the country. Punch Wally Garage, and where's my rubber band? And Fearless Insurance Services. Good morning. Saturday morning, August 19th, 2023. Year of our Lord. So Saturday to most people means you get a couple of days, Saturday and Sunday, to take off work and decompress. I ain't got that. Saturday and Sunday are my busiest days. I ain't got that decompress time. I could probably use some decompress time, but I ain't got it. So don't cry over spilt milk there, boy. Okay, so in my life, the 365 Project, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine, takes us back to 1966. I would have been 10. My brother would have been 9. Yesterday I thought about it. I was giving a tour to some people, and I thought about it. When I was a kid, and this will show you kind of the difference between what was standard and the way people thought and believed back then versus now. Maybe you say it's a Southern thing, probably. But I don't know any other way, the Southern way. When I was a kid, everybody took their hat off when they walked into a house. You know, Tom Landry was the coach of the Cowboys, and he was a perfect gentleman. He always wore that fedora. But when he played in a dome stadium, he took his hat off. When he was in the offices of the Dallas Cowboys, which back then was over on Central Expressway, he had his hat off. You didn't wear a hat in the house. I can remember me and Ren would play outside all day long wearing a baseball cap. When you came in the house, you took your hat off. If you forgot to take your hat off, our pop would remind us to take our hat off with a wrap upside our head. Take that hat off, boy. Oh, yes, sir. I remember going into a restaurant one time. We were going duck hunting or something. And I'm not a hunter, but we went duck hunting. We were all wearing caps. We walked in there. Pop's wearing a cap. And I thought, okay, Pop's wearing his cap. Walk into the restaurant. Sit down. Pop knocks the hat off my head. I turn around and look at him. His hat was already off his head. And ran snatched his off real quick. So did you do that up north? Was that a thing? I don't think so. But it was in Texas, and I think the South. If a man was wearing a hat, he took it off if there's a roof above his head. I don't know where that comes from. Back then you didn't question it, just the way it was. You walked into a building, you walked into the house, you walked into a restaurant. You walked into anywhere where there was a roof over your head, your hat came off. I don't know what made me think of that, but thought of that yesterday. So we gave the tour yesterday at 4:30. I think we had 5 people on the tour. It was pretty nice. Actually gave 3 tours yesterday. Had some people come in from out of state. Some nice people come in from Corpus. A lot of people are in for the Metallica Pantera concert. So that was last night, Friday night. I know some of my employees took off to go to it. And I think they're also playing Sunday night. So it's a big deal. That music was after me. You know, my music was more 60s and 70s, and I think Pantera and Metallica was more 80s. I skipped on the 80s music. Dad joke. A bank is a place that will lend you money if you can prove you don't need it. True. True. Throwback word. So long. So long meant bye, see ya, so long. Where did that come from? Why did people say so long? All right, so long. But they did. They did. Motivational minute. I saw this on Facebook. The reason our families are not the same anymore as they used to be is because the people that kept our families together, we buried them. We buried the people that made our traditions, and we buried the people who kept our families together. What does that mean, Ricky Fairless? That means like taking your hat off in a house. That means your parents and your grandparents passed down lessons to us that were passed down to them. Now it's our turn. It's my turn. It's your turn to pass down what we know. I mean, I did not make my kids take a hat off in the house. I say that. I think I've done that before years ago. It's just polite. Or when you meet a lady, you take your hat off, shake her hand. But I did teach my kids to say yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. It's just plain common sense. I'm teaching my grandkids that now. When they address me, or they address their mother, or they address anybody in front of me, you better be heavy on your sirs and ma'ams. That will benefit them as they get older. Somebody has to teach kids values. So I'm going to do my part, and you can do your part. What about that flash mob up there in California where them kids are running in there in them high-dollar department stores and stealing stuff? Why can't you get an off-duty cop at each entrance exit with a shotgun, a pistol, pepper spray, blackjack, and a nightstick, and a stun gun? You see some kid walking in and he's wearing robbing clothes, looks like he's ready to rob somebody, keep an eye on him. You see 20 of those kids coming in, slam them doors closed. I don't know, you know, I know it's California and they have laws that you can't touch a shoplifter or whatever. But I'm thinking if you pull out a nightstick and you whack them upside the head, they might not come back. I don't know what you do about that. All right, check the chuck. I almost forgot. Okay, these are like kaleidoscope chucks. Clear logo. I may have showed these before. Oh, you back again. Okay. Rick Fairless. Y'all come see us. Strokers Dallas merch, merch.com. Love you, bye.